Hello and welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron, and we're actually recording this game more or less normal time. It's 10:39 as I look at the clock right now. So getting all the subs in the game as we have an off day tomorrow. Alright, I think that's more or less what I want. Although I do want Stitch in here to pitch. Apparently I can't do that from this screen. Okay. How do I want to do this? Let's do that. Maybe? Something like that? Alright. Stitch pitch today. We'll have Gil pitch after the off day, and then we're going to let the draft picks probably start a couple games. As we look at the sun setting in St. Louis, Missouri. Take a look at the Cardinals' defensive lineup. Looks like what we've been seeing. Craig Breslow going to start this game. I feel like we just saw him. I mean, I guess it was probably last series, but still. Seems very recent. Phil is going to start off today's game. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch called a strike. McMillan under it, and he makes the play. One down. Sweeney at the plate, takes strike one. Takes strike two. And a called strike three. That'll bring Quinton to the plate. Another called strike. Another called strike. And a ground ball to third. Helms throws over, and that ends the first inning. Squirrels go down quietly. Baudelli's going to lead off for the Cardinals. Take a look at the defensive lineup. You all saw me set. And as mentioned, Stitch is going to start this game. Baudelli digs in. There's a liner into left field, and that's a base hit. Isturis takes strike one. That pitch up and out. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Runner takes off, but the pitch is fouled away. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down, runner still on first. Pujols at the plate. And he takes strike one on the outside. This one lined right to Sweeney at third. Two down, Matsui at the plate. That curveball in the dirt. That one up and in. 2-0 the count. There's a called strike. Runner takes off again. Minix not able to throw out Baudelli, but Baudelli looks like he's hurt himself sliding into second. And he's going to come out of the game. Aaron Miles going to come in to run. Have my doubts about him playing center field, though. Full count, 2 outs, runner on second. Swing and a miss that will end the first inning. And I imagine that means the Cardinals have now burnt Aaron Miles. That wasn't a smart substitution. But we're scoreless as we go into the second inning. Whiteman probably shouldn't have left in the cleanup spot, but oh well. He's up to bat. And yes, Thomas comes in to play center field, so Miles' day is done after standing on second for a pitch or two. Whiteman takes strike one. That pitch outside. This one down and in. 2-1 the count. Gets a hold of this one, but Matsui is waiting under it. One down. Frank at the plate. First pitch is outside. There's a called strike. Ground ball to first. Pujols grabs it and steps on the bag. 2 down. Miyake at the plate. Grounds this one to second, and that will end the second inning. Squirrels go down in order again. Juan Encarnacion will lead things off for the Cardinals in the bottom of the second. And we are still scoreless. First pitch called a strike. This one just inside, 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down, Iguchi at the plate. We get a called strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. And that pitch out of the zone. Iguchi lays off. High hopper to third. Sweeney throws over and gets the out. 2 down. Wes Helms at the plate. That pitch is inside. Curveball didn't make it back to the plate. That slider called a strike, though. 1-1. Ground ball to Whiteman. Picks it up, steps on the bag, and that ends the second inning. Not a lot's happened yet. We go into the third inning. No score. Minix is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. First pitch called a strike on a cutter. Minix goes up the middle for the first base hit for the Squirrels today. That'll bring Joey to the plate. 1 on, nobody out. First pitch is too low. Called strike 1. This one gets through Pujols. That's a base hit into right. Puts runners on first and second with nobody out. Stitch at the plate. And he takes a ball outside. Now he shows bunt. Pulls it back, and the pitch is called a strike. Shows bunt again. Puts this one foul. 1-2. Shows bunt. And this one will stay fair. Pujols throws to first for the out. So 1 down, but now 2 runners in scoring position for Phil. First pitch is called a strike. Only 1 strikeout for Breslow so far in this game. This one gets away, but not far enough to score a run. 0-2 the count, as Phil did swing at that pitch. Puts a ground ball. Runner takes off for home late, and he's going to be... Minix, if he's going to do that, he needed to commit earlier. Turns into a double play to end the inning. Squirrels end up getting nothing out of it, so game is now scoreless, and McMillan is going to lead things off for the Cardinals. First pitch is outside. Second pitch called a strike. That pitch inside. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. That pitch too high. Full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down, Breslow at the plate. And he takes the ball. There's a called strike. That pitch too low, 2-1. And Breslow's going to come through with a base hit into center field to try to help his own cause. 1 on, 1 out. Thomas at the plate. Called strike 1. Swings and misses, 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down is Turris at the plate. Stitch with 5 strikeouts so far in this game, and as Turris was one of those victims, grounds this one to second. Phil takes care of that, and that'll end the 3rd inning. Still scoreless, 2 hits apiece for each team. Sweeney is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the 4th. Sweeney was the lone strikeout victim the first time through. Looks at a ball, looks at a strike. This one ground to second. Iguchi throws over. 1 down. Quinton at the plate, ground out in his first at bat. Takes a strike. This one inside. This one inside as well. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Pops this one high in the air. McMillan waits and makes the grab. 2 down. Whiteman at the plate. Flew out to left in his first at bat. Smacks this one for a hit down the right field line. He'll be content with the single. 1 on, 2 outs. Frank at the plate. And he takes ball 1. That pitch outside. 2-0 the count. Tries a changeup. That misses the zone as well. 3-0. This one just catches the corner. 3-1. Swing and a miss makes it a full count. Whiteman will be off with the pitch. And Frank swings and misses, and that'll end the top of the 4th. We are still scoreless as we go to the bottom half of the inning. Pujols will lead things off for the Cardinals. All right. Pujols hit one right to Sweeney in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Swings and misses at the third pitch. Strike 3, 1 down. Matsui struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at a ball. Looks at another ball. 2-0. There's a called strike on the inside. And that slider off the plate. 3-1 the count. There's a called strike to make it full. 1 down, nobody on base. Looks at strike 3, 2 down. Encarnacion struck out in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Looks at a ball. Looks at another ball. 2-1. Fouls this pitch away. 2-2 the count. 2 down. Nobody on base. Foul tip. Minix hangs on, and that will end the 4th inning. Still scoreless as we move into the 5th. Miyake due to lead off for the Squirrels. Miyake ground out in his first at-bat. This one fouled away. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Minix at the plate, singled in his first at-bat. And he's going to get a hit in this at-bat as well. Lines that one over is Turris' head at short. Joey with the hit in his last at-bat. Now with 1 on, 1 out. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch as Breslow starts to tire. But gets the strikeout for Joey to put 2 outs. Stitch had a sacrifice bunt in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swings and misses, strike 3. That gets us through the first half of the game. Nobody has scored. Aguchi is going to lead things off for St. Louis in the bottom half of the 5th. First pitch is low. That pitch is called a strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. Helms at the plate. That changeup never close to the zone. This one called a strike though. 1-1. And fastball too high. Helms pops this one up. Sweeney goes back and makes the grab. 2 down. McMillan at the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at a ball. Here's a called strike on the outside. This one pulled foul. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the 5th inning. We're still waiting on a score. Phil is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the 6th inning. We'll see if Breslow can get through this inning. I kind of have my doubts. Phil 0 for 2 today. Looks at a ball. That pitch outside. This pitch inside. 3-0 the count. And that's a 4-pitch walk. Phil takes first base. Nobody out. Sweeney at the plate. He is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Looks at strike 1. That pitch outside. Looks like this will be Breslow's last hitter as he gets Sweeney behind 1-2. Ground ball to first. Pujols goes to second with it, and that is the only out they will get. So 1 on, 1 out, and Ryan Talent is going to take over. All right, Quinton 0 for 2 today. Still batting right-handed. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Swing and a miss at the second pitch. And looks at strike 3. 2 down, Whiteman at the plate. He's 1 for 2 so far today. Phil takes off. Or sorry, that's Sweeney. I forgot there was that play that switched runners. Sweeney's a speed 15. He's allowed to steal. Phil is a speed 4, I think. He should not be stealing any bases. Puts a runner into scoring position, but an 0-2 count at the plate. And Whiteman swings and comes up empty. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still no score, and it looks like Talent will lead off things for the Cardinals. I do imagine they will let him hit for himself here. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch out of the zone. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Ground ball to shortstop. Joey picks it up, throws it over. 1 down. Cleat Thomas at the plate again. He came in after Rocco Baldelli hurt himself sliding into second back in the 1st inning. But they pinch ran Aaron Miles in between there for some reason, instead of just putting him into the game. He has a 1-2 count at the plate at the moment. Fouls this one away to keep it at that count. A little pop fly to Phil, who grabs it. 2 down. Is Turris 0 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Pops this one up to Whiteman, who's waiting, and makes the grab. That ends the 6th. We are still scoreless. Only 6 hits total between the two teams. Frank is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the 7th. First pitch called a strike. And that pitch too low. That pitch too low as well. 2-1 the count. Frank puts one right to his Turris at short, who doesn't make a great throw, but had plenty of time for Pujols to adjust. Miyake at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Looks at a strike. Oh, and 2 the count after a swing and a miss. Ground ball to second. Iguchi throws over. 2 down. Minix, 2 for 2. Has his average up to 375 this month. Grounds this one back to Talent, and that will get us to the 7th inning stretch. We're still waiting for a run. Pujols waits on the other side. Alright, Pujols at the plate. Where are we at in the order? I forget. We are lower in the order. Alright, Stitch will get to pitch another inning. Because I think his spot is coming up to bat next inning. I think he'll actually be second up. Pujols pops back up to Stitch. Matsui at the plate is struck out in both of his at-bats. Stitch with 10 strikeouts so far on the day. Puts that changeup in the dirt. That fastball just inside. 2-0 the count. Called strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. That pitch too low. Full count. 1 down. Nobody on base. Pops this one up to Stitch, who waits and makes the grab. Encarnacion has struck out in both of his at-bats so far today. Takes strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2. This one just outside. ground ball to short. Joey grabs it, throws it over, and that will end the 7th inning. We're still scoreless as we go into the 8th. Joey will lead things off for the Squirrels. Joey 1 for 2 on the day, singled and struck out. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. This is going to get down for a base hit. Rolls into the corner of left field. Joey digging for second base, and he will make it there. Leadoff double for Joey. Maybe puts the Squirrels into business. We're going to turn to pinch hitter. I think we'll let Michalak take a crack at it. All right, runner on second, nobody at. Michalak pinch hitting. He takes a strike. Grounds, excuse me, grounds that one foul. Fouls another one. Well, no, actually stays fair. And should have advanced the runner, but Joey didn't take off. And Michalak was tagged out. That should have acted like a swinging bunt, but bad base running again. Brings Phil to the plate. Runner still on second. Has a 1-2 count after that swing and a miss. Looks at strike 3. Suddenly there are 2 outs. Runner still in scoring position. Sweeney at the plate. First pitch called strike. Second pitch called a strike. Looks at strike 3, and there goes that scoring threat. Still scoreless as we go into the bottom of the 8th inning. Higuchi's going to lead off for St. Louis. We'll get Johnston into the game. He's our usual pairing with Stitch anyway. We've not seen him in a little bit. All right, Higuchi 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch out of the zone. Second pitch out of the zone. Third pitch swung on and missed. 2-1 the count. This one too low. Make it 3-1. Goes with the slurve, and it is not in the zone. A lead-off walk from Johnston. Get a pinch runner. Baker going to come in. Speed goes from 8 to a 10, I believe is what I just read. Wes Helms at the plate. Quickly gets behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down now. Runner still on first. McMillan has struck out in both of his at-bats so far. Take strike 1. Pops this one up. Minix makes the grab. Talent going to hit for himself again. 2 down. Runner still on first. First pitch out of the zone. Second pitch called a strike. Swing and a miss, but it gets by Minix and goes all the way to the backstop, which now puts a runner onto second, but no matter as Talent swings and misses, and that'll end the 8th inning. Still waiting on a run, and we are into the 9th inning. Quinton is due up for the Squirrels. Baker will come out of the game for Cabrera. And Quinton takes strike 1 from Talent, who's still in the game. Soft ground ball to short as Turris charges it and does get it over in time. Whiteman 1 for 3 today. Puts this one deep in the left, but hooks just foul. I think that would have been a home run had it stayed fair. I believe would have been his first major league home run, actually. Pretty sure he didn't hit one last year. That pitch out of the zone. 1-2 the count now. Grounds this one to Pujols, ends up fielding it. Runs back to the base. 2 down. Frank at the plate now. Looks at a ball. That pitch called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Ground ball back to Talent, who grabs it, throws it over, and that ends the top of the 9th inning. We go into the bottom of the 9th. Cleet Thomas is going to lead off for the Squirrels. We are still scoreless. Thomas 0 for 2 today. Looks at a ball. Here's a strike. And a ball. 2-1. And that slurve not particularly close. 3-1 the count. Goes with the sinker, and that one is called a strike. Full count. Goes back to the sinker, gets a swing and a miss. 1 down. His Turris at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Looks at strike 3, 2 down. Pujols at the plate, 0 for 3 today. Takes the sinker for a strike. That slurve out of the zone. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go into extras. Still no scores. We move into the 10th. Miyake due up for the Squirrels. It means every game this series will have gone into extra innings. Though we've managed to... Did we win both of them? Actually, now I'm a little bit questioning the first game. I can't remember for sure. In any case, Miyake takes strike 1 and swings and misses at strike 2. And that pitch outside. Yes, we did win the first game. So we are looking for the sweep today, but we're going to have to do it in extras as Miyake pops out to second. Minix is 2 for 3 today. Looks at a strike. Grounds this one to first. Pujols handles that. Brings Joey to the plate. He's 2 for 3 today with a single, a strikeout, and a double in order. Takes the ball high. That one is down and out. 2-0 the count. Here's a called strike. And Joey gets a base hit into left field. Brings up Johnston's spot in the order, but we'll go ahead and pinch hit, see if we can steal something here. We got all regular guys now other than Iannetta and Martinez, so I guess we'll go Iannetta, even though Martinez actually has a higher average. Can't say that about very many people. Martinez is definitely in there to catch. Iannetta takes the plate, and he looks at strike 1. Hits this one up the middle, and it does get through for a base hit, so had my managerial hunch there, paid off for me. That's going to bring Kyle Farnsworth into the game to try to keep this game where it is. Phil at the plate has not gotten a hit today, though he has drawn a walk. Takes strike 1. Grounds this one to, see, as Turris ends up fielding it, throws over, and the Cardinals get out of the 10th inning. Matsui is going to lead off for the Cardinals. Let's throw McNichol out there again. Alright, here we are in the bottom of the 10th, still looking for a run. Matsui hitless on the day. Takes a strike on a high fastball. Takes a strike on a curve, 0-2. McNichol goes back to the curve and gets a swing and a miss, strike 3. Encarnacion, 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts today. Looks at a strike. Swing and a miss for a strike. This one just outside. 1-2 the count. Called strike 3 up in the zone. 2 down. Cabrera at the plate is Drupal Cabrera. Takes strike 1. Line drive to first. Whiteman grabs it, and that'll end the 10th. We go into the 11th. Sweeney due up for the Squirrels. I imagine Farnsworth will stay on the mound. Sweeney hitless today with a pair of strikeouts. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. And that pitch in the dirt. Sweeney lays off. Does hit this one, and Cabrera able to make the play before it can hit the ground. Quinton now batting left-handed. He is also hitless today. Takes a strike. Takes a ball. Hits this one up the middle as Turris grabs it, throws it over. 2 down. Whiteman, 1 for 4 so far today. Gets a hold of this one. And it one hops to the wall. That's going to be a 2-out double for Whiteman. Right to dead center field. Frank at the plate now with a chance for the Squirrels to take the lead. Takes strike 1. This one too high. 1-1 the count. There's a base hit into center field. Whiteman's going to try to come in to score, and he actually will do so comfortably. So the Squirrels take the 1-0 lead. Miyake at the plate. 2 down, runner on first. That pitch down and out. Miyake pops it into center field. Thomas coming in, and Thomas does make that play. He and Matsui kind of came together, but Thomas does make the play to end the 11th. The Squirrels finally played a run to make this a 1-0 game going into the bottom of the 11th. And Shibuya is going to get a chance to get another save. You may remember he blew his first save chance in this series, which is why that first game went into extra innings before Jones could nail down that save later. Bounced back yesterday with a no-drama 3-batter inning to get us a 1-run win yesterday. Today, dealing with Wes Helms, starts off with a ball. And then a ground ball to second. Phil throws over, 1 down. McMillan at the plate. He is struck out twice and then fouled out. Takes strike 1. Fouls this one away. Fouls this one away. Both right at the tarp. This one, you get a little fielding bug there. That should have been Phil's ball and probably an out. Instead, Joey ends up fielding it, and he doesn't have a play. Sky is going to come into pinch hit, who I don't believe was a Cardinal before. I could be wrong, but he is a power-hitting catcher. Not actually a very good catcher, if I remember, but he hits home runs. Has a 2-0 count. Looks at a strike. And that pitch down and out. 3-1 the count. Swing and a miss makes it a full count. 1 out. This is going to be a hit up the middle. That one a clean hit. Puts runners on first and second. Cleet Thomas back at the plate. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one to second. They get the out at second. That's the only out the Squirrels will get. 2 down, runners on the corners, a 1-0 game, and Cesar Izturis at the plate. He grounds to third. Sweeney grabs it, throws it over, and just in time. That was actually a closer play than I thought it would be. But it is a win. Indianapolis Squirrels 1, St. Louis Cardinals 0. The Cardinals take us to extra innings every night, but come up short in every game. A little surprised they didn't just start the highlights in the 11th. There we go. We got to see the hit in the first inning. Whiteman very nearly homered twice today, once with a ball that hooked foul down the line and once that one-hopped the wall in center. Shibuya and Frank, your co-players of the game. Shibuya not so drama-free today. I think I would have just given it to Frank, but it all works out. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we are off tomorrow and then back home against the Pirates on Wednesday. So we will see you then.